Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I hope you're well. I'm coming here to speak about transcendental psychology, personal development. If you're new on this channel, I welcome you. If you're not new, I welcome you as well. I thank you so much for your support, for supporting the channel, for your donations, for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. We're really at a turning point, and we all have a role that is. We don't choose the role that we're going to play in the ascension. It is the Creator that will utilize all light workers for whatever the best they can offer. So it's an historical time. I realize you have an historical position, when opportunity to just by what you're doing inside of you. It doesn't have yet to be recognized by the world, but you are enough. And let go of all judgment upon yourself and love yourself, starting with the love. You cannot love if you love somebody else, because the love is already within you. If you bring light into somebody else's consciousness, it's because you have light to share and the person has light to receive it. So all of it is already there. We just need to continue to cultivate this sense of self-love. For once our civilization will be fully ascended, we'll live on a higher planes, on a more refined energy field. Yet we'll still want to be able to manifest physical body, to enjoy physicality. There's so much pleasure and joy in the physicality, the touch that doesn't exist up there. So it's quite wonderful. And so because this world was created as an amusement park. God has created that for play, for enjoyment. But then the snake came in and poisoned everything, turned it into a nightmare, a prison planet. So it's very important to raise our frequency and not to let go of all the serpent timeline, and to really to understand. He poisoned the apple. Eve was symbolic, but Eve was the one who got deceived by the snake, and then Adam didn't want to stay alone, so he kind of he followed her. But then they got forgiven by the universe, because there was no disloyalty. It was just a major error in judgment, but there was no disloyalty. For at the end, everything will be made clear in relationship to all things. So it's like we have to shade. The more we are able to shade from our old life, our also dimensional life, the more we can be renewed. We have new body, new environment, new thoughts, a new you, new habits. And there is enormous variety in relation on the earth, the diversity, not just in climate, in culture, in beliefs, in lifestyle, there is so much diversity that is attracting universal attention. But we do have to let go of the right and wrong of the ego. It's very much to move back into the presence of the one love, the prana, the presence, and the purpose. And so just we have to let go of this timeline of the snake, to move into the divine timeline, and to follow your joy. But we need to disengage from this old timeline, so that we can align with the new timeline, and understanding the ego doesn't have the power to remove us from this serpent timeline, but the soul and the spirit and our guides have this power. So follow that, and follow what you know is your highest way, your highest, most intelligent, because the body and the desires can lead us back to the serpent always. It wants to. So it's like the soul. There is the ego and the soul. The soul has to become dominant at some point. For also wanted to talk about the fact that every thought we have in relationship to anyone will affect the people that we think about. It will come into the aura, positive or negative. So the all source extension of source. So just try to ease up when you realize you're sending a negative thought to someone, just try to make it softer. And for it's like but every little thoughts we have shift the whole timelines and shift the relationships, and so we'll become aware of our power. And the people who receive it in the aura, whether it's conscious or unconsciously, will affect them. For it's like it's really the realm of choice: God's mind or the ego mind, love or fear. And so we're all commenting always on life. Whatever happens to us, whatever thought, whatever experience, we're always commenting on what life is, how it affects us. So we do want to move into this state of grace, because we do not need to know the solution. We don't even need to know what we really want, but to trust that God already knows that and is leading us to the resolution and freedom to let it be easy and graceful. and grateful. But the question is, what next for me? What is next for me? What is before me? How do I stay abreast of what great blessing shall come my way? So it's always we're always moving forward. Even if we have all our wishes and desire fulfilled, we'll be happy for a while, but new desires will come about. It's part of the evolution process of the universe, and we're going to learn to utilize our emotion wisely, to know that when a negative emotion, it's not about judging ourselves for something. It's about realizing we have moved away from our alignment with source, and do in the moment. Because if we think what we're going to do, because if we think about something in the future, the energy may be changed in the future. Everything moves so fast. So whatever's in you inspire to do in any given moment is a good time to do it. And for God is already creating the timeline that we want. It's like it's already been created. And for me, I've been looking at this timeline for a very long time. It's like, and God keep adding beautiful things, just enriching it all the time. It's like a 3.0 version of my highest vision. Yes, so it's about tuning in, just removing ourselves from the 3D timeline to move into the higher timeline, the God vision, the God divine timeline. Sometimes I was trying, when I looked at this timeline, I was imagining 3D problems and how to prevent them, and like all kinds of, they were just things of the mental. But now I realize I can let go of that. There will be fifth dimensional solution will be prevented. They will be aware before the situation happens. So you all will be handled at the right time. We have to trust that we're getting all the information we need at when we need it, not 5 minutes before, not 5 minutes after. And it is important to think in a neutral and unlimited way, and as often as possible, to think thought long enough so they feel real. But then you realize, is it really real? How do can I handle it? All kinds of questions can come about. But it's very important to deactivate the lower patterns of thoughts and to feel good about all those things that make us feel good, like money. Money is wonderful. It's an amazing, on this planet, it is really what will provide the freedom. But a lot of people are working in jobs, that really hard jobs that they do not like, to get the money. So they don't. It's really hard to get a healthy relationship with money, because money is like they created lack rather than abundance. So it's like everybody needs to find what they really love and be able to live from that. Well, for me, everybody's got something to offer, that they can provide great resources, but it's very important to reactivate this flow of abundance. My father had a client, this was a writer named Gérard de Villiers. His philosophy was to have enough money so you never have to think about it for the rest of your life. That's basically the goal. It's not about the possession or the money. It's just to be able to have the freedom that it provides. I'm sure most people will agree with that. But my goal is to return to my first job, my first profession, my first career, which is an art dealer, before I was even an artist. But dealing art is really something I love, and as well as creating art, hopefully I'm going to be able to soon retrieve my art and be able to live with that, from that, and because that's really what I love. But everybody has something that they really love, that they can provide for themselves. Continue to repeat yourself. I richly support myself and my desire. I richly support myself and my desire. I'm going to bring an exercise that the Archangel Michael recommended. I think it might be good to bring to talk about it again, and understanding. But before, I want to say that all the energy we receive, it's like sometimes we have to cleanse ourselves from the judgment of others. We have to clean our energy. For God to receive all the thoughts of everybody else, everybody, all the time, but it's God. It doesn't need to. And then even the archangel receive a lot of thoughts, but they're handling it very with ease. But us, just as the ascended masters, sometimes they receive so much negativity, like the Christ, the Buddha. They have to cleanse themselves of all the kinds of things they receive. So we need to always do this work of cleansing our energy, being free, to feel free and happy. Feel free and happy. Well, freedom and happiness comes from having the time and the money, the resources to do exactly all the things we really want to do. That's freedom and happiness. But we don't need to wait till we have the time and the money to already feel free and happy. So it's like we have to let go of all beliefs, all conditioning, and everything else that prevents us from being free and happy. So so we have to feel it before the experience, because it accelerates. When we raise our frequency, we feel happy and free, we accelerate the process of manifestation. So Michael was recommending to utilize will and imagination. It doesn't take much energy. It's very simple exercise. It doesn't take a lot of energy, like, like anything. It's more like a lot of concentration. You just imagine your life, look in your life or in your environment, and look at something that could be improved. Then imagine that it is improved and see how you feel in relationship to that. Then imagine like more improvement and then imagine the first class life where everything is just ideal. Then you move into this environment. How does it feel? How does it smell? How does it look? And so you go into this environment, and you experience it as long as it is comfortable. Then you can let it go, because it's been created, and then you learn to return to it like every so often. And but we cannot make that happen in 3D by our actions, and it's like impossible. But it comes as a result of cause, of aligning with our fifth dimensional reality, our God timeline. But so just, and then once you've already been in this amazing dream life reality, it's like go back there like once in a while to check, to see how you feel, add things, and see how you are guided. And if it does not feel good, then that's not it. It's like something else is better. That you gotta find what feels good, and understanding God and Spirit are expert in good vibes, and they're always in the good vibe. They're always leading us to the freedom, and because the first class life is the real you, is already living that. Yet we have to respect the free choice will of others, but it doesn't matter what they think or what they do or what they say. It doesn't matter. It's your life. It's for you, your responsibility. We don't want to identify with environment or past life circumstances or ego perception of reality if it does not feel good. We're not our thoughts, we're not our body, we're not our emotion. This is just a vehicle of experience for our growth and service here. So just peace and harmony first, and feeling the soul energy. We want to feel that soul energy, and then we want to send it into the collective, the unified field of the planet, and so our love and light and energy goes into and then the planet, we want to retrieve this energy. Once it's from the planet, that will be quite nourishing to have this harmonious exchange of energy between our individualized soul frequency energy, spiritual energy, and the soul spiritual energy of the planet. So we become co-creator with the planet. We're assisting the planet. The planet needs all the light she can get and everything's very near now as we move into the higher consciousness. You just have to think of something, it comes. Think of someone, and then it comes. I had some surprise visitation this morning. Some people, certain human beings that I've never met, but maybe they'll come into my life. For we need to get the keys of the kingdom within, and to enter into the gates of this Garden of Eden, where we can have all the fruits of spirit, and to keep the snake out. It's like very much to be a light in the darkness. And there is only two kind of people: the awakened one and the sleeping one. But God loves the sleeping one just as much as He loves the awakened one. So be kind to them in whichever way, yet support those who are already in the motion of your vision, to bring more light into, to be more trying to attract all to do what we can to be like-minded people. It's like so vast and so diverse. We cannot be there's people that are living completely opposite beliefs and lifestyle than we've chosen, and so because the soul is working for the whole, and as advanced soul, we always have to be vigilant to that, not to be led by the body, but to be led by the soul, the truth we seek. And because it will lead us to the truth we seek, and the light is our guide. The light, whatever light, it can be spiritual light, it can be intellectual light. It's more intellectual light, but then there's physical light. There's three kinds of light, and life is our teacher. The whole of life is our teacher. It is God there. God is there. Although there's a lot of inferior cycles that are all kind, infinite programs that are running. It's all integrated within the one. As we raise our frequency, all the inferior cycle will give us higher frequency energies or information. And we have this great I am presence, and the I am presence is the truth, the light, and the way. Follow it, your inner God, the presence of God within and above. Also wanted to make a last note is to say that death is really a fraud from the snake. It does not exist. It's never existed. And like the Catholic that are worshipping the pain and suffering of the Christ, this is like completely not, has nothing to do with the Christ. It's about love. It's about forgiveness. It's about higher consciousness, the union with God. It's not about suffering. That's really what the snake has introduced into the picture. But there is always new life after life. After this life, there is always new life. Although there is, sometimes we can fall asleep, loss of consciousness. But I realize there is so much assistance has been given to me from my higher self, from my spirit complex, and I've been getting that for many, many years. I'm just aligning now. I have the gratitude to be led to my freedom, to this God timeline. But I realize that for decades it's been there trying to align me, and I'm finally ready to be there. So it is a paradise life. And we all have this paradise time life. It's not about the form. The form will be perfect for what we need. It's about the state of being. It's very much, and to respect that other people may have a different idea of paradise. We're in the fifth dimension, where one person can live in the rain, and the other one can live in the hot summer, and another one can live in the snow. In the same place. It's like we're creating our own reality. We're not quite there yet, but for now we need to align with whatever is the highest manifested perfection and state of being. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to pull a few cards. I thought I'd come in, and I don't know if I'll make a video tomorrow, but I will come back next week. The card of the day is regeneration. We need to stop the aging before we can actually regenerate. So right now what is going, it's like there is a slowing down process of our aging process, and then it's going to be a rejuvenation with we're shedding skin, and with everything is going. The more we're willing to let go, the more we're going to be renewed. I'm going to pull a card of the Akash to see. The card of the day is the transport, and to stay on track. To relax about it too, but to stay on track. And I'm going to pull some cards with the Dakini. Something difficult. We get the same card as the observer. It's like the mental, the ego. It's a threefold riddle. The mental, the ego will not get us out of it. So it's like I better get used to letting go of the ego and to trust, go into your heart and to trust that God has the solution for you, your creator. And that's what the highest wisdom is. Shiva, the pillar of fire. It's really putting our hand on the light. It's like the source. It's like an increase of energy, an increase of consciousness. What we need to understand is the power of the mind, the higher mind. Mercury, the messenger of the sun, is very much about finding this the power of understanding. No, remember, you are the one. You are it's you here and now. You will always be that. So just love yourself. What we need to do is to shake out always the Holocaust. It's like everything that's no longer in alignment is like, do not be afraid. It will be destroyed. It will disappear. It will vanish. It will transmute, and it will be reborn into something better. And the outcome will be a certain longing for duality to return to unity, and to return to the state of oneness and peace and joy. So it's like also a card of inner success. And about this card of the Holocaust, what we need to do is to follow the inner voice. Isis, the priestess, be gentle with yourself. It's not about all the old timelines of the biblical apocalypse and all of that has been cleared up. So it's just there is a new time, a new energies that are coming into that are very beautiful. So we have to continue to cultivate this sense of vision. I keep getting vision, amazing vision about this timeline, and it's like sometimes I'm like, yeah, when, how, when, and Spirit always, it's now, it's happening. So we'll definitely be ready for that. Well, I'm going to finish with a song. I pulled out a French song, and there's an English song. It's not an easy song to sing, but I'm going to try it. Song of Prince, to finish in music. And I thank you so much for your presence and for supporting the channel. So it's a song. It's a song that romantic, kind of a romantic song. It's called "Nothing Compares to You." It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day, since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant. But nothing, I said nothing can take away this blues. 'Cause nothing compares, nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? I can put my arms around every girl I see, but they only remind me of you. I went to the doctor and guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, boy, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool, 'cause nothing compares, nothing compares to you. All the flowers that you planted, mama, in the backyard, all died and went away. I know that living with you was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try. 'Cause nothing compares, nothing compares to you. Nothing compares, nothing compares to you. Not easy to sing. Well, thank you for your indulgence. But it's kind of this beautiful song. It's very. But for it's like we're also unique, huh? So it's like when you get used to a frequency, a soul frequency, it's like another soul frequency. Well, not necessarily do. Yet we have countless mates, potential mates. There's only one soul, and we have many soul connections. It's just romantic love sometimes can be very powerful. Soul connections can be overwhelming even. And the card of the day is luck. Unexpected good fortune. Luck is unexpected good fortune. What we need to the highest wisdom is knowledge, to rely on your inner knowledge, on what's been told, your spirit, your soul, your intuition has been telling you. What we need to do is trust. Trust the unfoldment. It's like sometimes it doesn't happen when we want, but if it's meant to happen, it will happen. What we need to do is compassion, to love ourselves and to continue to do good in the world. And the outcome is a trial and test. We're still going through some it's like patience. We're going to need patience. We're going to be serene through the test, and then to stand on self, be true, to be authentic to who you are. So here it is. I'm going to pull one more card with the Archangel Tarot. And so, hope you're having a good weekend. Let's prepare for a very meaningful week. For it's like every day is meaningful, every moment's meaningful, and to tune into the moment. The card of the day is the 8 of Michael. For the 8 of Michael, it says, you can be free. Have the courage to change the situation. Not seeing things very clearly. We're still in a buffer zone. We still we have to rely on spirit guidance for every. We still need a lot to rely on our intuition for a lot of things, because there is still not all that much. It's coming, but the clarity is not total yet. So once we'll be in the total clarity, then we'll just act. We won't question it. We'll make pause to reflect upon each step as well, to enjoy it more and more. Well, it's all about enjoyment. This life was created for enjoyment. Thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.